Monongahela River and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. The All-Pro Chris Boswell with the honors. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Ready?
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Derek Harmon, first rounder out of Oregon, there for the stop.
Second and 6.
It is second and 6.
Here we go. Ready?
From the gun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. So he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face third and a yard.
Down. Set.
Look wide. Get this one complete. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down. Packers set to kick this one away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And they'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 4. Out of the gun, it's Howard. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. From the gun, it's Howard. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
There's a short one caught by Fryermuth. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. He'll try to keep his footing, manages to work it ahead for a couple of yards.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
On second down, Howard. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 19 fire.
Third and long. Here's Howard. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to be fourth down. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Set, hut, ready.
Out of the shotgun. It's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A second down throw for Love. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He finds Golden. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Packers.
First down, Green Bay.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. Jaden Reed was the intended target, and it'll be second down.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity, but with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
On second down, Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking them down for a loss.
From the gun, on third down, it's Love. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down.
Here we go. 33, yellow. Ready?
On the ground, it's Jacobs. Flying through inside the 40. And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter.
And a Packer first down.
We begin quarter number 2. The Packers have the football as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Luck. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Second down, it's Howard. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Working out of the gun, here's Howard. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
To return, it's Nixon. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Green jack. Set hut. Hut, hut.
Love to throw it on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. That is brought in. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big gainer for Green Bay. It's a gain of 34.
On the set. Right, 97.
On 1st and 10, here's Luck. The outside, it's brought in by Golden.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Down. Block. Ready.
Back to throw is Luck. Picked off by the man who won a ring last year, Darius Slay. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder to their position.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
They'll run out of the gun with Jacobs. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. The Packers go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Red.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
Ready. Come on, Gerald Green. 45, White, 10.
Here's Love to throw. Pass caught. It's Golden. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup, because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Let's go now. 10, watch out now. 50, Fury. Ready.
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Green Bay first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Darius Slay. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the defense comes up with the first point to this one. It is a pick 6 to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick 6.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Bo Melton on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Look at him go! And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, it is a beautiful thing to watch. 11 come together. We always focus on the return man, but the entire special teams unit paves the way for that score.
And all week, Mike, when you talk to this group, the coaches thought they had an advantage in the return game, and I think we can see why. They felt their scheme and their blockers was a great matchup against this kickoff unit, and in this case, it's very easy to see why.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Howard. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
John Smith, the tight end, man he was looking for there. And third down coming up.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
He finds Metcalf on the slant. 10 yards the gain on the pitch and catch. Good for a Steeler first down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle four. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeout, you can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got us. Quay Walker. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Howard. Over the middle and taken in by Fireman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
A tough spot here. Third and long. That's out wide to Warren. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. We have hit halftime. We're going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Green Bay.
The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing on first and 10, it's Howard. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Now Howard on first down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Howard now to throw it here on second down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
On 3rd and 2, it's Howard, and that is incomplete.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Again, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for him on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste. And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. To the air once more. It's Rodgers. To the left side and taken in by Smith. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They're down and 3. Rodgers going up top again. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Steelers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead. Melton now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Throwing on second down, Love. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Well, let's give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 13. First down, Packers.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the gun, it's Love. The ball comes out. One of the Steelers has it. Oh, big hole left side. Inside the 20. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On first down, it's Love. To the left side and taken in by Golden. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up first and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. Now Love. And he will score. Game on. Savion Williams. Touchdown, Packers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. McManus on for the point after. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Finding room at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 78 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Off the extra point is Boswell. It's up and good. And the Steelers go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35. Love to throw on 1st and 10. This one complete down the field to Golden. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Love to throw it on 1st down. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. He was trying to connect with Matthew Golden that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. I mean, whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored.
And he will score! Game on! Tucker Kraft. Touchdown, Green Bay. Greg, they are picking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. Been a tight game. It takes a big shot there on that return.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Again, here's Johnson. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. And this one complete on the sideline. Good footwork to stay in bounds, but he is just shy of the 1st down. And that brings up 4th down.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He gets that to his tight end, Smith. They get 16 on that connection. That's a Steeler 1st down.
This is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock, but the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Warren. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. They have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Second and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. 11 yards on the pass there. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Here's a screen set up for Warren. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. And now the defense is going to take their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing, Rodgers. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man. Complete to Wilson. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond her. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
58.
He's pushing the ball downfield.
Flip it down.
They'll run the toss with Warren. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25.
Simple play to call, but complex to execute. A toss play is beautiful, Mike, when a team hits it like they just did. We can see why they're a fan of the toss. Healthy game, and they pick up the first down.
Blue 58. Screen again.
On the handoff, it's Johnson. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard. That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their second. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. Second down and 8. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. Things are pretty much spoken for.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. It was a game played a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. Going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.